Today I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make your homemade bread. Now, we all know how much rubbish is in normal bread. You can tell straight away if you make homemade bread because it only lasts about 3 days. And obviously if you buy it from the shop, it lasts ages. So that tells you everything that you need to know. So, to start off with, I need my yeast. It's over there. Now, we need 350 ml of water. And in that jug of water, all we're going to do is add 7 grams of yeast. Now, I know we buy these sachets because it's already 7 grams, so it's easier. And I've bought the vitamin D one because we live in England and we don't get much sun. So I thought every little helps. So all you're going to do is put your 7 grams of yeast in warm water. It's got to be warm water. And then we're going to add a pinch of sugar. This is going to all activate that yeast and we're just going to mix it up. Now you're wanting it to go like bubbly and it'll look like you've got like a foam on top. That's what you want. Once you've stirred that, we need to leave it for 10 minutes. And like I said, when you come back, should be all foamy at the top. Look at that. That is how it should look. You should have like a bubbly foam on the top. Now I left that for a little bit longer than 10 minutes, quite a bit longer than 10 minutes actually, because we've got a lovely day today and I just got sidetracked outside, but it doesn't matter, you can leave it for as long as you want. I'd probably say that's the best I've ever had it, so longer the better. Right, next we are going to want 500 grams of bread flour. So 500 grams of flour into the mixer. Now we're going to add your mixture of your yeast into there. And then we're going to go in with a drizzle of olive oil. Like so. And now all we need is a pinch of salt. That's it. That's it, guys. That is it. That is your bread. Drizzle of salt. And there we have it. Bread. Well, not quite yet. Soon to be. Now, we're going to put it in the mixer for about 5 minutes. You'll know when it's done because if you've got a mixer, it will go into like a ball and you'll leave it just banging around. If not, before I had a mixer, I just used to mix it with my hands and then you do a stretch and fold system. So you stretch and fold, you just pull the dough up, move it to the other side, pull the dough up, move it to the other side, and then leave. Okay? Everything is about leaving it for as long as possible. You can leave it for half an hour or overnight if you want to. It really, really doesn't matter. The longer you leave it to rise, I personally think the best it is. But yeah. There we go, guys. That's done. That's how you want it to look. Now, this is where you can just disappear off again. Take a tea towel, cover it up, put it in a warm place. If your house isn't really that warm, mine isn't warm all the time, I tend to put the oven on for 5 minutes and then turn it back off and put it in the oven and that will be fine. You just want it all to rise and bloom and then pop it in the oven. We're done. Look at the size of that now. It has doubled, tripled. Mine. I really need to sort my grammar out. It's absolutely terrible. Anyway, so you need to flour your surface. because at first it's a little bit sticky. We're just going to stretch and fold it for a little bit, just to get that last little bit of moisture out. You can always tell when you first start rolling it if it's a good dough. And this is a good dough. I can feel it. Get a bread tin like this and butter. You can just put greaseproof paper in it. I used to do that, to be fair. But I'd rather just stick it in the tin without using greaseproof paper. Sometimes I think, does it cook it better? Don't know, could just all be in my head. But just butter inside your tin, because trust me, the last thing you want is it sticking to it. We are going to flatten, roll, roll, and roll like that until you get a nice cushy dough form. And then all we're going to do is lift that and put it in your cake tin, bread tin, like that. Simple as that. Now, again, we need to leave it again because I want this to double again. So get your tea towel, put it over it, leave it for another half an hour, however long you want, disappear, go off, come back, and then it can go in the oven as soon as we've done that, okay? Right, guys, last bit. There we go. You want it looking like that, doubled inside. Now, this is optional. I like to egg wash the top of mine, and I like to put sesame seeds on the top of mine. You don't have to. You don't have to egg wash it, and you don't have to put sesame seeds in it. You could just put it on like that. I just think this gives it a nice goldeny colour and more of a crust, and I like seeds on it. But it's optional. You could, like I said, you can just leave this like that and just whack it in the oven. There we go. Coat it. If you're gonna do it, do it. And we have a few sesame seeds like that. There we go. And that's it. Now that is to go in the oven at 180, obviously, for about 30 minutes. Right, we should be cooked. We need to put it onto a rack. Take it out of here, put it on there. Oh, way up, there we go. Lovely. Right, we're going to turn it around and then we're going to you need to cover it with another towel and leave it to rest for about 20 minutes. And then we're done. Right, there we go. How lovely does that look? Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
Who wouldn't want that instead? Now we're going to make a sandwich out of it. That's what you do with it, right? Now this is for your work, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got to go work in a minute. Lovely night shift.
So we're going to go in with lettuce. And then this is what I made earlier. And this is just...
One of my favourites.
You like this, don't you?
Yeah, your homemade chicken and bacon filler.
Chicken and bacon filler. I mean, is that not a sandwich?
Beautiful.
How gorgeous does that look?
Yeah.
Do you want me to cut it in half, or are you just going to go straight in?
Cut it in half.
Sure?
Yeah.
See, it's all goozing out.
This isn't all done,
It's too soft going. Oh my goodness me. Look at that for a sandwich.
Woo!
Tell me that isn't better than the bread that you
And
get
the
from the
sandwich shop. And from the bread from the shop, yeah, 100%.
So good. Right, there we go.
That.
Homemade bread, guys. Simple as that. What was it? Like 4 ingredients? Something like that? Not a lot, let's put it that way. And it makes a gorgeous, fluffy, healthy-ish sandwich. Follow the recipe, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments.